everybody, it's Becky with the Sweet Tea Shed, and I've not posted on my YouTube channel for quite a while, so I'm doing it tonight. For some reason, I can no longer post my Facebook Lives over to my YouTube channel, and I'm not real sure why, so if anybody knows a secret of how I can do that, please reach out to me and let me know, because I would love to post those, but I can't. So I'm just going to do a chalkboard tonight. We did one, I think yesterday, and it came out so adorable. And you can jump on over to the Sweet Tea Shed to see how we did this one. The one we're doing tonight's going to be a little bit different. But yeah, jump on over to the Sweet Tea Shed and you can see how we made that one. There's a live tutorial. But we're going to go ahead and get started. And for this quick one, it won't take us too long. These are actual paint sticks or paint stirrers. And we are going to use this for our border on the chalkboard. Yeah, it's just that easy. So I'm going to paint these white. You could put a napkin on it. You could put paper on it. You could stain them. You could do whatever color you'd want to on here, but I'm going to paint them white with chalk paint, with this Waverly white chalk paint. And then after they dry, I am going to distress it a little bit with, I'm going to do some dry brushing with black. So that's kind of the theme that I always seem to go with. Just have a paintbrush here, and I am just going to go ahead. Oh gosh, I've got stuff everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to paint these quick white. Won't take long to get these painted, and I'm just going to do the one coat. I'm not going to do a whole lot because, like I said, I'm going to distress it. Not really distress it, but I am going to do a dry brush black on it, so it kind of gives it a little bit of that modern farmhouse look that I always seem to do. But yeah, this doesn't take too long to do, and these will dry because, again, just one coat of the white chalk paint, and then we will tack these down here in just a bit, and I'll show you how we're going to do all that. And then we're going to make this chalkboard. You can make it as a shelf sitter. You have to say that real carefully, shelf sitter. Or you could also put a string through it, and you could hang it if you would prefer to hang it. The one behind me that I did, I put holes in it for it to hang. So that one will be really cute hanging. And these are for sale, so if you'd be interested in purchasing these, just reach out. And be the cost plus shipping. That's it. And it won't cost that much to ship these because they're pretty light. They're not real heavy. So that's it. So those are those four that I just painted white. That's it. We're going to set those to the side, and hopefully they'll dry by the time I get back to them. I'm going to set them over here by a heater, so that way I don't have to turn on my heat gun or anything. So I'm going to set these over here. Hopefully that will help them dry a little bit. All right, so this is a 11 by 14 canvas. I got it from the Dollar Tree, I believe. And I went ahead before we started, and I've got 2 coats of this chalkboard paint, actual chalkboard paint. If you want to use it as a chalkboard, then you want to use chalkboard paint. If you're just going to use it for whatever else, if you're not going to be erasing or anything, you could just use acrylic, but it's going to give you a different look. Chalkboard is very matted looking, whereas an acrylic or something else is going to be a little bit shiny, and I don't think you'll be able to use it as a chalkboard. But this is 2 coats chalkboard paint, and it goes on really nice, it goes on really smoothly, and it's dried. So the first coat, put on, let it dry. Second coat, put on, let it dry. And I didn't do the outside. You can see I missed some here, but that's okay because it's going to be covered up by our paint stirrers. So, yeah, so that's not a big deal. Put my top on here. And then I actually have a stencil kind of in the Valentine theme going on right now. This one happens, I've never used it, but it says, "Love Conquers All." And I found this in my stash, and I thought, that's perfect. And this happens to be a Chalk Couture. Now, I'm not a Chalk Couture sponsor, or I don't push any certain stencils, but I just happened to, a lady was selling some stencils here in the town I live in, and this happened to be in the box, and so this came with it. So, however, these are pretty cool stencils. I will give a shout out. They're cool stencils, but again, I don't have any association with anything like that. So, I'm going to kind of I'm going to put it right in the middle. The cool thing about using chalk paint is it's chalk. And, right, these paste, chalk paint, I've got Chalk Couture paint. I've got all kinds of there's different brands that you can use. So this though, I don't know that I'm going to erase it and put back on again. I think I may just be digging the way this looks. So yeah, we're just going to do that. Excuse me, I got a little stuff on here. But if you would want to use it and erase it, you could. And now, I don't know a whole lot about Chalk Couture, so you can giggle at me if you want to. But I know you're supposed to put, when you first use them, you're supposed to put it on like a towel or something. I don't even know why, but I saw that you can just put it on your pants leg. So that's what I'm doing. Maybe it takes some of the sticky off. I don't really know, but I'll do what they tell me to do. And I also do know about this, that once you use it, you really need to wash it that same time. Don't let it set overnight. If you let it set overnight, then it's going to, these are just, well, I'll pick it up. These are just little bitty fine holes. And if you don't wipe your paint off of it, then it gets all clogged up and you can't really use it again. So that's the story. At least those are the things that I have found out by just watching people craft and such. I don't have a measuring tape here, so I'm just kind of going by the seat of my pants, making sure, just using a pencil to measure with, to make sure that it looks pretty even. So I think it looks even, so I'm just going to press it down, and we're going to cross our fingers that it comes out good. But I think it's going to come out great. I'm just checking down there to make sure that my little paint stirrers look like they're drying pretty good. All right, so I've got this pressed down, and now I just have to put my paste on there. Now, the other thing that I have learned was that if you use these Chalk Couture stencils, it sure sounds like I'm pushing them. I'm not. But if you do, you want to, after you clean it, you want to put it back on here. It's kind of slickery, and it saves your stencil. Okay, enough about Chalk Couture. All right, so I've got several different colors, but I think I'm going to use, I don't even know. I've got this light blue. We'll start with this light blue and go with that. And then I've got these little, I don't even know what you call them, but it's what you put the paste on with. They're just like the rubber, these little green rubber things. So, and I don't have any red. However, I don't think red would look that good anyways on here, because it's black and it wouldn't stand out real good. But I do have some white paste, and I'm going to try that. Where it says love, I'm going to do the word love in the white paste. And so you just get some, and it kind of has a yogurt tendency, sort of, kind of. Here we go. We're going to give it a shot. And then you're just going to rake it across there. I'm not real sure how this is going to look because it's not real white. So this may not be, you know what? I'm going to change my mind in the middle of my craft, and I'm going to use pink. Oops, gosh, pink. Or blue. I'm going to use blue on it and see how that comes out. See if it's a little bit darker. There we go. This is a light blue. And then you just wipe it off with this little rubber handheld spatula thing. Again, I don't know what you call these things because I just was fortunate and was able to buy this off of somebody. And then I think I'm going to do the word all down here in the same blue. And see how it looks when we're done. I'm going to do the word all. And there's a couple little leaf on the end of this. And I'm going to do a green on that. But for this, I'm just going to go across it. Wipe off my excess. Cross. Wipe off my excess. And make sure I've got all of it covered. All right. And then I think I'm going to do the word conquers. I think I'm going to do that in this color too. And just go across these little, again, there's little bitty holes in this stencil, and that's what makes it look so nice and sharp. It's so cool. I know you guys have all seen these stencils before, and they just come out so good. I use a lot of the slickery stencils, for lack of a better word, that don't have, that are not these. They're just those plastic ones. And I buy those off of Amazon. And those are really nice to use too. You can use this adhesive spray that you can spray on the back of them, and it makes them a little sticky, so they'll stick to your surface. However, you have to be really careful because you can get, your paint will bleed underneath your stencil if you're not careful. So that's one thing that I do like about this Chalk Couture. Again, not pushing it, but it is a little bit on the expensive side, and that's why I don't have a whole lot of them, because I can buy more online of the plastic ones, but that's just my preference. Okay, so enough about all that. Jeez, enough about all that. Okay, so we've got that one done. Now I've got this pretty green. I don't know what it's called. It's just called green. This green, and I'm going to use it to do the leaves. You can see it's got leaves on both sides, and then it's got this pretty little design on the top and the bottom. I think I'm going to use it to do all of that, all those on it. Oh shoot. Shoot. And see what I did? I got it on my canvas. See? You have to be careful. What I should have done, and what I nearly did, was put a piece of painter's tape up top so that would not happen. But I didn't do that. So luckily it's black, and I will be able to just paint over it. Well, it's chalk. I should be able to just get a little bit of water and wipe it off. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it really works. Do a little bit here on the bottom. And I would love to hear from you guys. That's the one bad thing about doing a tutorial and not doing a live, is that you're just kind of talking to yourself. But I'd love to hear from you guys. So if you'd like to reach out, you can certainly find me at the Sweet Tea Shed. My email is thesweetteashed@yahoo.com. Or you can just send me a message. All right. All right. Now I think, let's see, what other color do I have over here? I have a pretty gray. I think what I'll do is, I think I'll use this gray. What the heck? I'm going to use this gray for the rest of it and see how it comes out. Excuse me, see how it comes out. I think it's going to look really nice. And you wouldn't have to mix colors. You could do all the same color if you'd want to, which would be a little bit easier. I'm not the best at this. Honest to goodness, this is probably only my fourth time ever using stencils like this. Again, I usually use the plastic stencils, and but yeah, these are pretty cool. And I bet they have smaller of these to get these little bitty areas. So for those of you that are Chalk Couture people, you're probably sitting there yelling at me, telling me different things. But that's okay. I'm a beginner for the most part. I mean, I've been crafting for about a year. To me, that's a beginner because there's just so much to know. And doing these kind of stencils, I'm brand new at this kind of thing. So y'all are really kind of seeing, again, I've not used these stencils very much. The other stencils I've used, but these I haven't used that much. So I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants here and doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing. But I think it's going to turn out really cute. And hopefully it's not bleeding through too much. That's part of becoming an expert at this kind of stuff, is probably how to hold this, how to put it on, and we'll just see. If I can do it without it bleeding, then believe me, anybody can do it without it bleeding. But I thought I would come on and do a quick, like I said, just a quick tutorial. Okay, I think I got it covered. We'll see how it goes. I'm just wiping these off over here. I'm just wiping them off a little bit. Put my cover, oh, that's the gray one. That gray's a really pretty color. It's kind of a charcoal, a soft charcoal green. That's really pretty. I like that one a lot. And this baby blue is a pretty color. They're all pretty colors. They're all very pretty colors. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to pull it off. We'll see how she looks. Oh my gosh, it came out really good. Oh, it came out really, really good. Now, as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to take that in my house and I am going to wash that off. I don't have any water to submerge it in right now. Oh my gosh, this looks so cute. Look at that. Obviously, I got a little faux pas right there, but we're going to do our darndest to fix that. Look how cute that is. And that gray even kind of has like a silver tone to it. Oh my gosh, I am in love with that. Way cute, way cute. Okay, so now let me see. I have a bottle of water and I have some paper towels. And again, if you are watching this and you are a couture person, you might be screaming at me right now. I don't know. It's either going to work or it's not. So let's give it a shot and see what happens here. I'm just putting a little dab of water. A little dab will do ya, right? And I'm just going to try to wipe it off. You are not going to believe this, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to believe this. Voila! The chalkboard really works. That is so cute! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my paint stirrers. And they are dry. I'm going to scoot this over here though, because it is wet. Obviously it's wet. It's got wet paint on it. So I'm just going to set it behind me. And don't look at all the stuff behind. I think I just got paint on my face. I did. Part of crafting. Makes it fun. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, I got paint all over me. Okay, so I've got these painted. Obviously this side's going to be glued down. And see how this goes. Well, hang on. I had to cut 2 of them to make them fit because they were a little bit too long. So I had to cut 2. This one. This one. Now, if you're a person that this might upset you, then don't use these. But these have the little grooves in them. It doesn't bother me at all. And when I did these here, I used scrapbook paper, and you can't even see them at all. Obviously, with this, you can see it, but it's not going to bother me at all. It kind of adds to the charm of it, I think. So, not going to bother me at all. Let's see. Let's go this way, and then let's go this way. So adorable. I'm not going to pick it up because they're going to fall off, but you can kind of see, right? Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so now I just have a hot glue gun, and I'm just going to tack it down. I'm just going to glue it down, and yeah, it's just hot glue. This is a high temp glue gun, and I've got glue sticks, and I know I've got some. Let me grab some more over here before I get going, because I am going to need more glue sticks. I can already tell. So, and there's different kind of glue guns. You can get the mini glue guns, you can get a handheld glue gun, you can get the type that you have to plug in, which is what this is. You can get a battery operated one, which someday I'm going to get one of those, but for this is what we're using. So, all right. It's just a, like I said, just a small glue gun. And I am going to put a good amount of glue on here because I don't want these to fall off. Pop it on there, line it up, and press it down. Okay, and same thing here. good amount on here so these don't fall off. This is so cute. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Loving it, loving it. Okay, I did it again. When I flipped this over, I touched the white paint to my chalk paint, and it's not dry yet, so I got a little dab of chalk paint on here. I gotta pay better attention and quit talking and not paying so much attention. But it wipes right off. It wiped right off. Whoop whoop, wiped right off. But still, I need to pay better attention. But I get excited and I love doing this kind of stuff, so shame on me. Same thing, line this up over to the side, press it down. And y'all know that hot glue does not take that long to dry. All right. All right. Now to my last one here. All right, it's looking really cute. Really cute. How cute is that? Way. It's so cute. So cute. Now you wouldn't have to distress this if that's not what you like. It's just what I like. So I'm going to do that. But you could just leave it like that and use it as a shelf sitter and just set it up on your shelf. Voila, there you go. That could be your finished product right there. Just simple, easy, real clean. You could put holes in it and you could hang it if you want to do that. You can sure do that as well. You just have to use a drill though to drill through this. You could do that, but I am going to distress mine a little bit. So I'm just going to use the same chalk paint that I had. I'm going to put a little bit over here on a napkin. I don't know if you can see that or not. Just put a little bit on a napkin. And I'm sure that you guys know how to distress, or I don't know why I keep saying distress, dry brush. I'm dry brushing. And this is just an old brush that I have that I use all the time to dry brush. And it's probably old enough that it probably should be thrown away. And then you just dab it into your paint. And then you're going to dab the paint off, right? Dab paint on, dab paint off. And then you're just going to go up and down. And it's going to give it kind of a weathered look a little bit, which I love. I've got, I know you probably can't see it, but when you use hot glue, you get kind of strings from that hot glue. I just got some of the strings on there. That's what I was taking off. Again, dabbing it in the paint, dabbing it off the paint. And I like to start kind of light. You can always add to it. So I like to start a little bit lighter and then add more if I want to add more to it. But I just like the look of it. I just think it looks really cute that way. Dab some on, dab some off. Dab some on, dab some off. And again, you can go back over it, make it heavier if you want to make it heavier. You can sure do that. Okay, so another little trick that I have is to make this look a little bit more like wood. It sort of reminds me of birch wood, which I love birch wood, or birch trees. I love birch trees, love them. So another little trick though that I'm going to do is I am going to actually take this is just a paintbrush, just a little paintbrush that I had in water. So I'm going to take a paintbrush, and I'm going to use the tail end of the paintbrush, and I'm going to dip it in that same black paint. Just dip it in there. I know you cannot see that. There's a little bit of paint on there. And then I'm going to try to make a little knot hole, like it looks like real wood. So I'm just going to kind of dab it, a little bit more, dab it so it looks like a little circle. See down here, it looks like a little circle right there. Dabbed it like that, okay? And it doesn't have to be perfect. Make it bigger, you can make it smaller, whatever you want to do. And then you actually take a napkin and then you just kind of put your finger on it and smudge. I'm not really even moving it, I'm just moving my finger back and forth. and then just kind of going back and forth. And see how it kind of gives it a knothole look? See, you'd never even know. Who would know? You would never know. Way cool. So I'm going to do a couple of those on here, just in random places, because you know wood doesn't grow perfectly. Oops. So just putting a little round spot there. You could use your finger too, I guess. I don't know. And I'm just going to use my napkin. And smudge it. Makes it look like a little knothole. Way cute. Do one up here. I'm going to do one down here. And yes, my napkin is a little damp, just so you know. Put your finger there and kind of move it back and forth. And then you're just going to smear it a little bit. And then just smear it a little bit. Look at that. How adorable did that come out? It is for sale. It is for sale, but it has to dry overnight for sure. That is so flippin' cute. Oh my gosh. That came out so flippin' cute. A cute little shelf sitter. Now, if you'd want to, you could put a messy bow on it. You could, you know, put some greenery on it. That would be really cute. Put some greenery on it. Maybe my next one I make will do that, but I like just the plain simplicity of this one. I think it looks awesome. So yeah, I think greenery would look cute. That's it. So reach out if you'd be interested in it. If not, hey, I just hope that you learned something fun tonight. Something, oh, so cute. So cute, so simple to do. Happy New Year to everybody. But she came out so cute, don't you think? How cute is it? Way cute. All right. Jump on over to the Sweet Tea Shed. Please like my page and sprinkle it some. I'd so much appreciate that. And happy 2002. God bless you all. We'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.